A girl went to work in the morning and found that the bicycle her ex-boyfriend gave her 8 years ago had been taken apart, just one day earlier. Learning that the girl had to walk home in the dark, the man came early to fix the street lamp. Afterward, he lied and said he needed to buy fruit for his father, so he asked the girl to recommend a fruit stand. The two ended up chatting all the way to the girl's building. That was when he noticed the bike she was riding was still the one he had given her years ago. Memories instantly flashed back to 8 years ago. The first time they met, the girl was chasing a thief. Though she wasn't physically strong, she was very brave. The man immediately stepped in to help catch the thief. That's how they got to know each other. From that day on, the girl would always sit in the stands to study while he worked out. They spent many sweet moments together. Encouraged by his girlfriend, he aspired to become a police officer who upholds justice. Since he had to leave for the police academy and couldn't pick her up or drop her off, he bought her a bicycle. Seeing how happy she was with the gift, he immediately asked her to show her appreciation. The girl happily opened her arms and hugged him, and gave him a kiss. They were deeply in love back then. He would accompany her to try all her favorite foods, carry her on his back, unwilling to put her down even for a moment. But he never could figure out why she broke up with him back then. He waited until the girl went upstairs, still lingering downstairs. Only when he saw her appear on the balcony did he feel at ease. Then, just as the girl finished washing up and was about to sleep, she suddenly heard someone knocking on the door. Summoning her courage, she opened the door, and found no one there. Thinking she had misheard, she went back inside, but then the doorbell rang again. She was terrified. She cautiously peeked through the peephole, and suddenly saw a man's figure. Panicked, she called the property management. When the staff and security guard arrived, they brushed it off, saying it was probably just a drunk person who knocked on the wrong door. They told her to lock up and left. Frightened, she grabbed an umbrella and wedged it against the door handle. But the next day, something unexpected happened. The bicycle her ex-boyfriend had given her was dismantled. Just then, the man came by to bring her breakfast. Seeing the bike torn apart made him angry, but more than that, he was worried about her. To protect her, the man insisted on picking her up from work. He also arranged for 2 colleagues to install a video doorbell for her, and patiently taught her how to use it. His colleagues were curious, and couldn't help asking about their relationship. The man had no choice but to explain that they were college classmates. His colleague then politely got back in the car to wait. The man stared at the girl's retreating figure, unable to look away. Watching him so love-struck, his colleague teasingly honked the horn at him.